What makes a city truly great to both live in and visit? Aspects that may be completely overlooked by formal rankings. Dijon, the mid-sized French city where I've lived since 2008, was recently named the best mid-sized city in France by an official report. But those ratings miss some things that make this city truly exceptional. I'm Susie, I'm American, and I've lived here in Dijon, France for over 17 years now. I made another video about that official report and have talked about other reasons why Dijon is really great. Really important factors that are essential to quality of life, like its relative safety and affordability of housing, good healthcare and education. Plus, some of the negative aspects too, like our long, gloomy winters. But today, I want to share 6 more surprising things that really make Dijon an excellent choice, whether you're considering a visit or a much longer stay here. These are 6 aspects that didn't show up in the official report, but which I think make a significant difference in the experience of spending time here in Dijon. But before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can sign up for my email newsletter if you would like to get more information like this, practical information about life in France delivered directly to your email inbox, either by scanning the QR code that's given here or by clicking in the link in the video description below. All right, let's go. One thing many people notice when they arrive here in Dijon is just how quiet it is. Granted, it's Sunday morning and we're in the heart of the almost car-free downtown. But I have been filming around town for months now. So now I'm going to give you a little montage of footage from different places around the city with the sound on so that you can get an idea. Many people assume the suburbs or a village provide more peace and quiet than the city, but Dijon is actually very quiet for a city center. Now, of course, if you lived right on one of the main roads that circle the city, you definitely hear traffic, but throughout most of Dijon, including right here in the heart of downtown, you can find pockets of genuine tranquility. Instinctively, many of us feel that noise is bad, but even scientific research has found noise pollution has many negative effects on our health and well-being. I do hear occasional loud noises, which I'm not going to subject you to. Sometimes a really loud motorcycle or a car roars by. Although, interestingly, when I was filming the other day to try to get footage for this video, I was trying to capture a loud motorcycle, and everyone I saw was surprisingly quiet. You'll hear garbage trucks on collection days, leaf blowers during certain seasons, and the occasional siren or medical helicopter. And then there are special events, for example, the Fête de la Musique, which is every June 21st. And I took some footage the other night wandering around downtown Dijon, and I've lowered the sound here to give you a taste of what it was like, but it was quite loud. Also during strikes or protests, or on July 14th, the Fête Nationale, or Bastille Day, when fireworks go off throughout the evening. But these are exceptions, not the rule. Day to day, especially in downtown Dijon, the pedestrian downtown city center offers genuine urban calm. You get all the conveniences and culture of city life, but you can actually hear yourself think. Now that we've talked about peace and quiet, let's talk about another environmental factor, air quality. According to the European Environment Agency's data, Dijon consistently ranks among the cleanest cities in France for air pollution levels. In fact, it ranks 30th on their list of 372 European cities in terms of air quality. Notably, Dijon ranks 3rd on this list in terms of where other French cities fall. It's something the city itself has been touting lately as well, with a poster campaign and info available on the city website online as well. Part of this comes down to smart city planning. Dijon has managed its growth intelligently with plenty of green spaces throughout the city. There's also been a recent push to plant more trees, and the efficient public transport system keeps cars off the road. Also, making the city center mainly pedestrian keeps the air clean downtown as well. What this means in practice is that you can actually enjoy being outdoors here. You see people jogging, cycling, and spending time in parks year-round because the air is clean and pleasant to breathe. Next, number 3, excellent museums in Dijon and the public libraries, completely free. Look at this. Free permanent collections at the Musée des Beaux-Arts, or the Museum of Fine Arts, which houses an impressive collection, including a whole room dedicated to sculptor François Pompon, and the stunning ducal tombs in the Grand Salle des Gardes. I'm no art expert, but I love wandering through here, taking in both the incredible architecture and the collections. They even have a free app that you can download for your phone for self-guided audio tours. But it goes way beyond just the main art museum. The Archaeological Museum, the Musée Mania, the Burgundian Life Museum, the Natural History Museum, they're all free. Residents used to have to pay to borrow books from the public libraries, but not anymore. I think that changed in around 2013 or so. I love to take my kids to the kids' library downtown, but all the branches are wonderful, and I would even consider them or call them hubs of neighborhood life here. There's usually all sorts of fun activities going on at the libraries, from vintage video game playing to escape games for the kids during vacations to story time. There's just so much going on. It's great. Plus, yes, all the free concerts and the other events that are always occurring in the city. To me, this reflects something fundamental about French values. Culture and knowledge should be free and accessible to everyone. Number 4, the incredible craft beer scene. Now, here's something else that might surprise you. Dijon has become a craft beer paradise. I know we think of Burgundy as wine country, and of course the wine here is incredible. But the craft beer scene, it's thriving as well. Don't just take it from me. Back in 2023, the New York Times named the Burgundy Beer Trail as one of its 52 places to go. The article mentions 90 BPM, 90 BPM, which is one of my favorites. They not only make great beer, but it's a really fun place to hang out. And this is Elixir, another one of our favorite local breweries, which is technically in Quetigny, right outside of Dijon. And they make more delicious beer varieties and have a great tap room as well. But there are many more to check out in and around Dijon. Number 5, public transportation affordability. I feel like I've talked a lot about how easy Dijon is to get around, but today I also wanted to highlight how relatively affordable it is too. And in the same vein of being able to take advantage of many cultural amenities for free, you can also get around affordably. One ride on the tram is €1.40 if you have one of these paper tickets that you can buy from distributors at each station, or €2 if you use your debit card and tap to pay, which I did here with my phone and is incredibly easy to do inside the tram. For our kids, a yearly transport pass for unlimited bus and tram rides is €136.50, and for low-income families, it's €31.50. For adults, it's €441 for the year, but many employers all over France reimburse at least 50% of your public transport costs. My sister-in-law, who works in the public sector, gets 75% of her yearly pass covered by her employer. I also work in the public sector, but since I bike to work, I get a different benefit called a Sustainable Mobility Allowance, Forfait Mobilité Durable, that helps cover some of my bike-related expenses. Plus, there's a little free hop-on, hop-off shuttle bus called Divia City that makes a little loop around the historic city center, which is also quite practical. But it's not just the price. Look how clean this is, how quiet, how smooth. The tram system connects many parts of the city, runs every few minutes during peak hours, and is incredibly reliable. And the big news is that the city is planning a third tram line. Plus, there's a bike-sharing program called Vélodie and a car-share program called Cities. For me, this is freedom. No parking hassles, no traffic stress, no expensive gas, just easy, pleasant transportation that actually works. And speaking of getting around easily, Dijon's also very walkable. But first, why is living in a walkable city necessarily a good thing? Let me count the ways. 1, a walking provides built-in daily exercise. 2, it reduces environmental impact by decreasing car dependency. 3, it saves money on vehicle expenses. And 4, it fosters social connections. The advantages compound to create healthy, vibrant communities where residents enjoy better physical fitness, cleaner air, stronger bonds, and reduced stress compared to car-dependent areas. And how does Dijon stack up compared to other French cities in terms of walkability? In a survey of almost 70,000 people conducted in 2023, Dijon ranked 3rd in its size group with a rank of favorable. Does City Hall know? Why haven't there been posters around the city touting this achievement? Maybe there were back in 2023 and I just missed them. I complained about the sometimes subpar bike lanes here in Dijon in my video about the pros and cons of living here, because that's the form of transportation I use the most. But the walking infrastructure is very good, I confirm. So there you have it, 6 more aspects of Dijon that make it a wonderful place to spend time. I'm sure there are other French cities that perform equally well in most of these categories and that are probably just as pleasant as Dijon. Let me know in the comments below which French cities are among your favorites. I'm hoping to make another video in the next few weeks comparing Dijon to Besançon, which is a neighboring city that performs quite well in many of these categories. And let me know if there are other French cities that you would like me to explore and compare to Dijon as well. I wound up here many years ago without really doing any research beforehand, and I just feel incredibly lucky to be able to have called Dijon home for the past 17 years. One last reminder to sign up for my email list using the QR code here or the link in the video description below. And for more information about my life here in Dijon, go ahead and check out this playlist right here. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, à bientôt. According to the European Environment Agency's data, Dijon consistently ranks among the cleanest cities in France for air pollution levels. In fact, it ranks 30th